Okay, it's 2:34 p.m. Sunday, the 3rd of August, 2025. Nice lighting. I am, and I'm on my way home. I just did some groceries. I have my 3 bags over here. Actually, that's for work. I just bought a couple of cases of granola bars and another Splenda bottle of, the drops, the flavor drops. Oh, someone's coming. So I'm really, really tired. The sleep deprivation got to me. The class ended early because there were 9 people. There's supposed to be 10. One was duplicate, so I had to remove him. Yeah, one was a duplicate, and then one person didn't show up, but then another person replaced him. That was the amount of my work, and it went well because the group was only for the first part. There was one guy for the last part, but I was like, look, I'll give you the exam with everyone else. So we finished early, very early, and then I ate, and then I watched YouTube while I was doing all the admin work. So it's like I left an hour or so, or even more later. It's been a while since I've been able to do that. That kind of triggered me, because when I'm teaching at the other place with that woman, it's like I'm being pushed out. It's like I hate that. It's so much control. I don't feel comfortable, you know? I'm teaching, I have to clean, it's like, and she keeps saying, like, she likes it clean, she likes this. I know you like it clean, but meanwhile you smoke and you drink Pepsi. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You obviously feel inadequate, and I'm feeling it. So anyway, so at least I get to go home earlier. I bought that orange bottle of sunscreen. I have it on. I have it in my eyes, but I'm trying to wipe the excess out. It's not that bad. I'm gonna eat some food. I'm gonna go to bed earlier, get up, go train, go to that 11 o'clock appointment to check out a room for teaching CPR. All right, it's 5:03 a.m. I was about to go out to go to the gym. I'm actually going to send my first employer the bill that he owes me money from a couple of months ago, because he never sent it. I know he's doing, having trouble, as I am, but I got the urge to do it. I'm like, you know what, do it. Send him the bill again. He owes from 2 bills, partial from the first bill and then all from the second bill, because I had a little motivation to do that. So let me just do that. Okay, that's done. Now, get myself to the gym. Okay, just to clarify, we are 4th of August, I believe. So I'm off to the gym. I got to bed between 7 and 8, so I guess around before 8, I think, or 8. I think. I'm not sure now. I got a little bit more sleep, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe 6 hours, maybe 7, I'm not sure. Yeah. Though I did have 2 caffeine pills. I did snooze a little bit. Press the snooze button a couple times. But my mind is working a little bit better. I'm a little less depressed. I was a little bit depressed. Just trying to keep up with things, but then I got that motivation to send that email. Like, I, realize how, how my mind works, in the sense that, when I sorry. Yeah, actually someone did a Instagram reel video or YouTube short. I followed him, I forget his name, but calling this Crack Road or something like that. Because everyone's there. That's where they're all shooting up. It's our version of Skid Row, I guess. All right, let me get back to what I was saying. So, I'm not wearing sunscreen because it's still dark, so that's good. Got myself out earlier. I took my time anyways. So, I did get that motivation to send that email to my former boss. I scheduled it for 8, so it will send at 8, see if he responds to it. Because I did hear he's still working. Maybe he blew me off, as he does everyone. Maybe, word got around that I was talking more about him, matter of factly. I don't know. Whatever goes on in his mind. We'll see how he handles it. If he pays it or not. If not, cut the losses. That's that. I never know. Like, it's so unstable, this business. You don't know if it's people's moods or if it's they have less business or a bit of everything, but that's my problem too with the rejection sensitivity. So I don't know. So I did that email, so that was motivating. So I realized with myself, that's what I was talking about. I realized with myself that I have to keep a running tab of things, little things that need to be done but are very procrastinating for me, and make sure I get enough sleep. And there she is again. This is like Nancy Spungen all over again, running all over the place, except we're not in the UK, and there are many of that. Anyways, so this is a nice little light backdrop there. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so keep a running tab of everything, and when I get a little motivation with some sleep and I feel I can do it, because I can't force myself to do everything, because then the list becomes insurmountable, right? I was doing good until I got exhausted, right? So 2 days ago when I was at the gym, I did a live. I had a foggy head, like a sinus thing. I had been sleep deprived because I let myself go to bed a little later, and then it affected me yesterday. But yesterday, I was sleep deprived, working, depressed because of the sleep deprivation. I did a little live. Someone said it looked like I was on acid, but he was on PCP. He said, I don't know. Weird stuff. But the class was pretty easy. I finished early, which was great. So that allowed me time. Like, doing Sundays is good. I was the only one there. It was good. I did not have to, I was not tested in the sense that I was afraid, oh my God, I'm at my weakest, sleep deprived, and I could blow up, But I kept making comments during the class that you guys are good, you guys are catching on fast. And they were, Initially it was kind of hard because no one answers anything. Couple loosened up a bit, but it don't matter. They they were able to understand what I was saying and translate it and figure things out for themselves. And all in all, it was actually objectively good students, which was great. And so then I asked them, I'm like, what are you here for? What job are you? Well, there was two people who were just there for their information. I'm like, really? They're not there for work, so that was good. One was cute. One was a kinesiologist, so I'm like, oh, you're in shape. Yeah, because they were in shape also to do the CPR for. I had them do many blocks of 2 minutes, you know. And one was a nurse. Okay. One was a caregiver. Okay, fine. One was going for the, how do you say it? GRC in French. Is that the same thing as the RCMP? It's Canada-wide police as opposed to just here. So he has to be in shape, okay. Who else was there? The other guy, I forget, but it was good. Everyone was tech savvy in the sense that they knew how to use their phone to get the book. There wasn't any older clientele, in the sense that if you have an older, going into the middle age, going into the third age of mostly women, because the men, well, there are exceptions. There are men who are completely shut down and refuse to learn anything. But if it's a woman and they're not tech savvy, and they start to panic, and they just don't have any of that, right? So there was nothing slowing the class down. So we finished early anyways, which was great, and we did a lot. And there was only one guy who was supposed to stay for the rest of the class. I'm like, look, I'm going to give you your exam because you're alone. Like, you need another person. And I want to leave. I'm already at my weakest. So it all worked out, which was great. That's the random thing. So I appreciate that. So again today, we'll see how it goes. I'm still not running because I'm still trying to just slowly get into it, not push myself to death, you know? So it's like catching up or doing smaller things to improve, muscle growth. And with the cardio, with the running, it'd have to be in the middle of the day or something. Or I'm trying to see what's going to happen tomorrow, the day after. I have like 3 days after this before teaching on Friday. And maybe I might feel good enough to run in the morning. We'll see. That's the goal. To run, I mean my 3-in-1 interval, which I lost momentum on because of being tired. Don't want to push that and hurt myself. So my cardio sessions have been just at maintenance, if that. Not even pushing the cardio too much. It's the consistency that's important. There's no progression. There might be some regression, of course, if I go back to the running. I have to accept that I can't do everything at one time, you know what I mean? So there's that, You know what? After talking about the treadmill, I'm like, yeah, my back's a little tight, but I'm walking around faster. I think the caffeine's kicking in, and I think I'm going to do the treadmill. It's weird how my mind works. Sorry, I was about to yawn. I was about to yawn and exhale. I don't know which one, so it just kind of stalled. But I just had the meeting with, it's 12 o'clock, with the person to, well, I just missed a notification, with the person to, you know, possibly rent this place to teach CPR classes and stuff like that. And he was running a bit late, but that's fine. I was only there an extra 5 minutes. But it seems like a good deal. A little more than I expected, in the sense that if no one shows up and I don't give the class, then he doesn't charge me. I'm like, wow. He's looking for people to, like, you know, for everyone to eat type thing, to get people to bring business there. And so technically I could fill up all the space I have, and whoever shows up, and the others I just remove. I'm like, wow, there's a few people who do that. And so I'll have a place where I can do that, because he'll give me the night spot, like 6 to 10:30 or 5:30 to 10, depending on what time work finishes. It might be better at 6. So I'll have to do some nighttime. So my schedule will change, but then if I'm teaching morning classes, I'll have to figure that out. But that's what he has open, so it's like, hey, why not take what he has? It's a great deal. So that's a good thing about that business deal. Then I'm like thinking about the other girl I work for. I mentioned her that I was going to the meeting. She didn't answer, and she answers all the time. I'm like, is she fuming? Is she jealous? Is she what? I'm really thinking that I shouldn't say anything to her, to just shut my mouth. I'm seeing where, because I brought up the last time to her about, you know, why don't you put more classes on the schedule? And she's like, well, you know, people complain. They come to us because they're sick of being rescheduled with everyone else. And I'm like, are you here to make money, or are you here to just like micromanage everything? And I was thinking that, but then after she talked, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, you know. And then she qualified that with saying that it's a small company. But when she first called me, she said it was big. And then I mentioned the other guy who does the real estate, how he got almost $4,000 for a contract, and she says he's kind of bullshitting, probably bullshit. And now I'm like thinking, yeah, that she's bullshitting, and then I should watch out, because I spoke with this guy. And it's kind of the same philosophy as the person I work for now, who's a bit more of a businessman, you know. But I don't know that much about him, except he helped me by paying me cash for some contracts, because of the government taking on my funds. But I asked him, what do you think of that? Like, do you book a lot, and if no one shows up, you have them change to another date? He says, yeah, they change for free, and that's it, you know. And he says, probably people went elsewhere without saying anything, but you have to pick one virtue, you know what I mean? Like what you're known for. Are you known for having a whole bunch of choices to choose from, or you're just schedule one and you micromanage everyone. I don't like the micromanaging because I feel very uncomfortable when I'm there. So, yeah. Whereas here, he'll just give me the combo for the key. I can just go in and come out and I never have to see him. I prefer that, you know? Since we're on the antisocial part, right? Which is great. I wish I had that with my first employer. It just never worked out. It just never... So, I could possibly put a whole bunch of classes on in one shot, and the price is great. He wants to partner up with me pretty much. I'm like, it has to be win-win. He has to get something out of it. So, he says he's not a money guy, so... Yeah. Alright, well, I was going to go to the library to read up my notes on first responder, and I'm like, I'm tired physically, so tomorrow I'll be going to the other gym. I have 3 days to go to the other gym, and then I can go to the library that's nearby. That's the goal, you know. And I just thought about something, because I was always wondering, the person I work for mostly now at the community center, how much does he pay for rent? Because he has several places. And I'm like, as of recently, the guy at the counter, who's a new guy, kid, he asked me each time I teach, he's like, how many people are there? And I'm like, since I spoke with this guy who wants to work with me, he's like, when he gives contracts, he's like, if there's only 6 people, he only offers this much. If it's more than that, he offers this much to pay. And if I'm bringing people, if I don't bring anyone and I don't come, I don't charge. He doesn't charge me. I'm like, that's probably how they do it per head. He probably has a deal at the community center like that, you know? Or, I mean, my first employer was paying like $2 grand for his office and had 2 rooms, a smaller one and a bigger one. I don't know how much he pays for the one now, which is similar to the one I just went to, but this guy has 2 of them back to back. So maybe he pays half the price. Maybe he pays like $1,000 or something. Why would he go to a smaller place if he only pays $1,000? If he pays the same price as he pays in the last place, which was a better location. So, I'm pretty sure that the owner of the company where I work for, mostly at the community center, doesn't pay more than $2 grand. Or maybe 2006 with everything included, because that's what the guy pays for his other location. Those seem like the viable prices. Now I gotta find out from the girl I work for how much is rent for the place there, because they have a lot of things going on, but there's no one there. There's no one there. She said everyone works from home. I don't know what their business model is. I really don't. Mafia, maybe. Oh, here we go. Okay. 8:15 a.m. We are Tuesday, August 5th, 2025. I am off to the gym. It's sunny outside. I had to eat 4 granola bars. I was getting so hungry because I didn't eat much before going to bed, keeping with my routine, you know. What? All right, I'm out. It's a cool day. From my place, it seems sunny. Anyways, so I finally accepted the fact that I could put on just the baby sunscreen, the chemical one, not the mineral one, leave my face red, and save money on the more expensive mineral sunscreen, and then the more expensive. I'm actually gonna go to my favorite location again. It just came to me, even though it's longer. I'm off to the gym, but I'm gonna take the longer route so I can go through that nice spot again and maybe focus on it. Like last time I didn't. But anyway, so I'm accepting the red face. Because I eventually just wipe it off anyways when I get to the gym. So my face is red anyways. Save money on the tinted sunscreen. Because it's expensive. So that's a bonus. I feel comfortable with the red face. I've always had a red face. I remember, taking group fitness classes, doing a lot of activity at the local community center. And I remember my face being always red and all fucked up and all that stuff. That's my face, So, there we go. I won't lie, it was a difficult time today. Yesterday it took me longer to get to bed. I did not get to bed at 1 o'clock. I got to bed between 9 and 10, somewhere there. I got up before 6, 5 something, maybe 5:45, naturally. So let's say I went to bed at 10, went to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it could be 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. So I got up, stiff as fuck, because I did some Romanian deadlifts, which I haven't done for 3 months. Glutes are sore. So, it's from the weight training. It's really hard to distinguish things, because you have to I always have to take an inventory of my body, how it feels. As soon as I get up, once I put my feet on the floor, am I stiff? Is it stiff from inactivity, injury, or from the weight training, This is what happens when you have so many things going on and you're focusing on, you have to focus on everything. So I try to go with everything I need to get done. I have to focus on that task as opposed to finding the motivation to do it, you know what I mean? Because then I don't have the time to find the motivation, because then I'll get nothing done, right? So, if that makes sense. It's a routine, it's discipline anyway, so there's that. And then I took my time getting ready, but still I got out before 3 hours, so about 2 hours and 2.5 hours maybe. Let's just say that's good. So if it would have been on a work day, I would have gotten out on time anyways, because I leave a 3-hour gap by the time I wake up and by the time I get out. So that's good. But it took me a while to get to bed yesterday. Because I had met the person for partnering with him, I guess I can say that, teaching at his place, and after that it just kind of got fucked up. I think also because I took care of the beard a little bit. I said, okay, do it. That was an impulse. I'm like, might as well do it now. I'm not setting my alarms, so I don't have to get up at a certain time. So I went to bed a little later because of that. So that's fine. I had to take 2 caffeine pills, but it's not enough. But I'm groggy, and I'm going to the primary gym, not the one close to me, and it's sunny, so I have sunscreen on, but just the banana boat baby one, the big yellow tube, and I just embrace the red face. And my hair was already done from yesterday, the minoxidil. That's what I was doing also at night. My socks were already, I took my shower, my socks were on with the Vaseline. Like a lot of things were done, so big ups to that, right? But it was so hard getting out. I managed to make myself clean up my underwear, the white streaks on my underwear from the the butt cream. I did not do the shirts. I answered a text regarding a class I'm going to be teaching in September. Possibly. There's only 5 people. I did not check an email, which I need to do. And I need to get to the library. There's just a few things I need to do. So I've been, because I'm not in a completely relaxed mood, I'm more anxious today. Because of the workout yesterday. It was a lot. And so I was not able to focus to look at the email regarding the test I need to take for first responder to be able to teach the class I wanted to teach. So hopefully I could do that at the gym, just look at it, get the first things in with that, break the ice on that. I have no more gloves to wash and fold. That was already done yesterday. I have a couple of new batches, but not enough to start it. Here we are. Let us take the time to admire the pathway to Zen or country within the city. But actually, this pathway is that I walked upon was man-made, but this here most probably was around for a long time. Yeah. It's a big building. Very anxious today. So I did what I can. Got out at a decent time. My day is not fucked. We will see how much I can get done with the workouts. Watching a lot of mobility exercises from this one guy I'm subscribed to, talking about the pelvis and the hips, and it's good. Like, I like the algorithm for that it feeds me stuff that I want to watch and need to watch, and keeps going with that. So that's good. And sometimes I don't know the way it reads my mind, and I'll find something random without even vocalizing it, and I see it on my feed, whether bad or good. So I like that. I'd written some things in my notes. I'm still doing that, where I get a new page of notes for each date, and like a bujo, And I had written, sometimes I migrate some stuff, sometimes I write new stuff when they come in mind, what I need to do. I did not get enough on that, what I needed to do, but still, cleaning the underwear wasn't on it, because that's something it's there in front of me. Payments, I needed to pay something, and I did not get to do the bill for that, government pay, for municipal taxes and stuff, which I'm behind on. Story of my life. But I'm watching a lot more people who are in real severe financial problems. You kind of just keep going. You keep going on with your life, and that's me, right? There's one person whose channel is just based on that. Yeah. Oh yeah, yesterday I saw Seth Green on the Bobby Lee Tiger Belly podcast. Seth Green. I only knew him from, they never mentioned it on that because I guess it wasn't the best film, Party Monster with Macaulay Culkin. Where they both play flamboyantly gay club kids. But I liked the way he talked. I liked his personality, and mentioning that getting the roles and all that stuff, like the whole, you're in it, that's the lifestyle. Whereas the guy, I forget his name, was Jaime, was asking a question at the end, to Seth, what do I need to do to get more jobs or whatever, and get to the next step and feel, like there's a pot of gold at the end. And Seth was basically saying, this is it. You're already doing it. You're getting roles. You gotta get yourself out there, So this is basically my form of life. There's no pot of gold. This is it. And whatever successes you get from doing this day to day is it. Whatever appears to be is, to others is different. That's romanticizing, right? So, still anxious, and I'm having these flashbacks, right? I was out of it for a while, dissociated for a bit as I got out the subway. I was thinking about the other day when this on my Instagram, the XXX one. I keep saying XXX because it's not really XXX. You can't have XXX on Instagram, but there's a picture on there that I had taken that belonged to someone. The whole thing is curated content, and if they have a late watermark or whatever, it's on there, right? The algorithm would go after me if there was something that was explicitly sexual, So you have to be careful with that. But so this guy, says there's a double watermark on it, and my Instagram is private, and stop stealing people's pictures, and you are now blocked. Okay. So they, them are a little emotional, right? And so I was thinking about what to do as maybe go into character, create a character, and make a comeback reel, like a roast. So I had those ideas in my head. Of course, I have no time to do it unless I get the motivation, like the ADHD motivation, and just do it and upload it, or put it on the backlog of things to do, whatever. But I have to focus on my training. And anyways, I don't know, Instagram didn't do anything. It's still up, they didn't remove it. He blocked and reported, he said. Why didn't they do anything about it? I don't know. I'm beginning to think that if you're putting something on the internet, don't put something on the internet that you don't want distributed. Or maybe you got shadow banned, I don't know. Who knows? And faces were already blocked out of it. I didn't portray it as being something of my own. I don't know. If any of you see the terms of service of Instagram and you're enough ADHD to read it, or you're a lawyer and read it, what do you think about that? I said hi to him. He's just so out of it. Maybe he doesn't recognize me. Maybe he doesn't see anything. Anyways, whatever. It's one of those days where I see everything is bad. I really need to, we'll see how I feel afterwards. Nice. Bike job. I missed him. Or maybe he's really shy, I don't know. Don't know what side of the fence he's on, it's really hard to tell. He's creepy, and I'm attracted to that. Anyways, should I go in here? Pharmacy before going? Nah. Okay, focus on the gym.